to our city and our country. And it's a future which they belong and where they can make a difference in a real way. This year's New York City Summer Youth Employment Program is providing New York City's youth an opportunity to learn and make a difference in the world in a historical way. As Deputy Mayor Wright acknowledged, over 100,000 summer youth employment jobs, something that many of the advocates have been pushing for so many years, and we got it done. We accomplished that. From July 5th to the 19th, they are interning at places like this amazing hospital, NYPD, the highest number of summer youth employment in the NYPD since the history of this program. You're talking about building relationship between public safeties and young people. This is what we're doing. They're going to be at the parks and other areas as well. In the private sector, they're learning from places like Google and other technology companies on how to be prepared for the business of the future. But the best part about it, I'm sure many of our summer youth were saying, they're getting paid. They're going to make some money, some moolah, some cash, some dineros. Whatever language you say it, they're happy to get it. And as we know from past experiences, we're going to, those who go into careers with summer youth employment, they continue to move in those careers. Of my understanding, we have a young lady who is went through this hospital and now thinking about going to medical school, being exposed. Feels like healthcare and nursing, which have been so important, especially during COVID as we deal with the nursing shortage that we are experiencing. And I want to really give a real shout out to the New York State Nurses Association and 1199. They're providing such a service for these young people and a service for our city every day. They're partners in ensuring our healthcare move in the right direction. The experiences of SYEP is only one half of the equation. Where, yes, we're providing paid jobs for young people for careers and moving to an upstream solution, but we're doing something else. We secured $216 million in baseline funding. So this means every year these children are not going to have to wonder that they are going to be employed during the summer months, but it's going to be a continuation of this funding throughout the years. But we're doing something else in this initiative. We're going after those children that are in higher needs, children who had careers, who are having careers or lives like I had as a child. We set aside 13,000 slots for youth living in NYCHA, highest level in history. And additional spots for foster care. Many of our foster care children are slipping through the cracks, so we're going after them to make sure they don't. Those children who are living in insecure housing, students with disabilities, students in DOE transfer schools, and or receiving public assistance. This makes a total of 20,000 slots for young New Yorkers who need these opportunities the most, up from 13,000. Additional 7,000 slots we're targeting for young people who need this exposure, this experience, and this financial support as well. But there's more to it as well. Not only are we going to pay our children, our young people, the $15 an hour, but we also, which I really want to thank Deputy Mayor Wright for doing, we are going to make sure that our children learn about financial literacy, how to build credit, how to budget, what's a W-2 form, how to interact in the office space. We're going to teach them mindfulness. We're going to teach them self-care. We're going to teach them how to interact in a business environment. As we state now, 60% of the youth that participate in SYEP have enrolled in direct deposit. I didn't enroll in direct deposit until I was adult, long into receiving my paychecks. They're learning early. And then we're going to take them outside of their living environment. We're going to take them to Wall Street, take them to the UN, take them to City Hall to see how we get stuff done. We're going to expose them to this entire city instead of allowing them to believe that their block is the globe. No, the globe goes beyond what their neighborhood shows them every day. We know the best learning experience happens in a traditional classroom setting. But the sterilized environment of the classroom is not the only educational experience. It goes beyond that, and we want to show them the various forms and ways to interact and further explore their possibilities and what they can offer to this city. This city is diverse. As you look at the young people who are here today that's with us, it's a diverse city, and we want them to experience that diversity as they evolve as young adults. Living in a city of this size, with this level of diversity, we know we have to rely on each other, and that's what we do. So we care about our young people, we care about our parks, we care about our public safety and public transportation, our public schools, and we care about the good energy that they're going to bring to this conversation and this experience. And our young people, as people say, are our most valuable assets, but we have not invested in those assets the way we should have throughout the years. This administration is stating we will do so. We will show our young people that we value their talents, we value their voices, we value their experiences, that the present moment is one of opportunity. We're going to seize the moment, and we're going to provide the opportunity and the skills. Far too many young people have not had those opportunities. And those are the young people I'm going to visit today on Rikers Island. But as I start my day off with optimism of what we can do, I'm going to bring that energy across the bridge on an island that has been an island that was filled with despair for far too many young people. We can get this right, New York. And we're saying today, by investing in our young people, we got it right on this end, and we're going to continue to get it right throughout the years. And so I want to thank all of our partners, particularly the Speaker, who helped us carve out this bill and the funding allocation to make sure we look towards our young people with the unprecedented investments and young people in this budget during these difficult times. This was a budget for families, and you had to have the right partner to accomplish that. So thank you very much, and we're going to get to work.
Thank you so much, Mayor Adams. Next up, your partner in the law firm, Speaker Adrienne Adams.
Thank you so much, Deputy Mayor. Good morning, everyone. Good morning to my partner, Mayor Eric Adams, of course, our wonderful Deputy Mayor, Sheena Wright, Commissioner Howard, for bringing us together today to celebrate historic investments in New York City's youth. I want to thank Maimonides President and CEO Kenneth Gibbs and your entire team for hosting us this morning. Well, summer is here. And for our city's young people, this is a time of fun, relaxation, traveling for some, and hopefully continued learning for all. Summer is also an opportunity to gain work experience, new skills, and financial earning through a summer job that promotes career building. In the 6 decades that the Summer Youth Employment Program has been around, the City of New York has never, ever funded 100,000 slots until now. Thanks to the investment of over $79 million in the budget, 100,000 of New York City's young people, ages 14 to 24, have the opportunity to work for a local business, a nonprofit, or a governmental agency. We're here right now at Maimonides Medical Center because this hospital is one of our largest SYEP sites in the city, with over 90 participants who will be learning, contributing, and picking up new skills this summer. We congratulate all of you. For many of our young people, this will be their first job, which is a valuable and meaningful experience that can shape their future careers. Maimonides is a model for how our city's institutions can and should play a role in developing, preparing, and mentoring our city's youth. I thank all of our SYEP providers and work sites for their participation. New York City's business and civic institutions are vital to helping foster the development of careers. We need the involvement of even more diverse employers from all sectors if we want to enhance the scale and impact of this program for our young people. The benefits of summer jobs are numerous, which is why back in February, long before budget negotiations began in earnest, Mayor Adams and I announced the expansion of SYEP to its highest level in history. We know this is one of the smartest and most impactful investments our city can make, not just for our students and families, but for all New Yorkers. Expanding SYEP for our young people contributes to public safety because the safest communities are the ones with an abundance of resources, investments, and opportunities. Summer and year-round jobs help ensure our youth, who are the future of New York City, have positive pathways to advance their career well-being and future opportunities. This investment in our youth is especially timely. The violence experienced in our city and neighborhoods across the country call for proactive measures to support our communities. Our commitment to expand SYEP as well as to increase year-round jobs for our youth is how we advance public safety in New York. I'm proud that we're taking steps to support and uplift our young people through programs like SYEP. This should continue to be our priority. By providing these historic investments for our city's youth, this budget is delivering what our communities have asked for. The Council is focused on expanding and promoting solutions to our city's many challenges, and we will partner to support all New Yorkers. I look forward to continuing to work with everyone here today to provide more opportunities for our young people, because investing in them means ensuring our city and our future is secure. We will continue to do our very best by our students to ensure their prosperity, their education, and their future, because yes, young people, you are our future and the future of New York City. So thank you again, Mayor Adams. Thank you, Deputy Mayor Wright. Thank you for your entire administration. Thank you to my colleagues in government, Maimonides Medical Center, SYEP employers all across our great city who support the career development of our young people, and especially the 100,000 SYEP participants who we do this work for. We want your summer to be engaging, fruitful, and productive. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Speaker Adams. And while I appreciate the appreciation from the mayor and others, the DYCD team is amazing. We went from 75,000 to 100,000. The administrative, the work, the innovation, the community-based organizations, did an incredible job. And I'm so proud and pleased that they have an incredible new leader, Commissioner Keith Howard. I'd like to bring you to the podium.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor. And I also want to thank the mayor, especially for his forward vision and creating the summer youth expansion. As everyone's indicated, we went from 75,000 to 100,000 SYEP participants, an amazing accomplishment. I also want to thank the speaker and your team, and of course, Mr. Gibbs and his hospital, for providing the slots that are needed to give the young people such a great experience. But I also want to thank my team. I want to thank my team, my DYCD team, and if you could just stand up and just be acknowledged. Come on, don't get shy, you worked hard at this. I want to thank you for all the hard work that you've done so far. Mr. Mayor, one of the things that I also want to mention is the $11 million investment in MetroCards, which is equivalent to 3,860,000 rides, okay, that we will be giving the young people this year, okay? Very, very significant investment. So I have a special connection to the hospital because my mother-in-law was here and was treated. Unfortunately, she did pass away, but the excellent service, you know, Mr. Gibbs, that you provided and your staff provided was exceptional to me and my family, so I really thank you. Healthcare is at the core of my belief because my mother was a nurse in the ER for 30 years, okay? So she retired at the VA hospital in Kingsbridge in the Bronx, okay? So I watched her as she treated and as she enjoyed what she did and the work that she did and the work that she accomplished, okay? So I just want to say that I'm having a really good experience here because I'm feeding off the energy and the energy of the young people as well. But one of the things that I want to highlight is one of our SYEP participants, and that's Tiffany Liu. If you can just step out. Mr. Mayor, Tiffany Liu participated in 2013, assisting in the volunteer office. Today, she is a third-year resident in internal medicine at this hospital, okay? So her success, along with everyone else who will be coming through this hospital, is a key to the investment that SYEP has done for the young people. Please give Tiffany another round of applause as we call her Dr. Liu. So I'm going to give you some words of advice, young people, that my mother gave to me when I was a SYEP participant. Save your money.
That's right.
Practice financial discipline. Give $50 to the household, okay, to help with the bills, okay? And more importantly, and as the mayor has stated, have fun. Learn, have fun. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Commissioner Howard. We all remember our SYEP days. And congratulations, Tiffany. And I am so happy to introduce one of the most important speakers today, a current intern and future doctor, Stacy Montalus. Did I say that right? Okay. Stacy.
Good morning. I want to start by saying thank you to Mayor Wright, Deputy Mayor Adams.
No, Mayor Adams.
Deputy Mayor Adams, Mr. Gibbs, Mr. Jablins, Mrs. Zat, and all gathered here today. I first came to my Humanities as a volunteer to an internship with International High School at Prospect Heights in March 2018. I worked in pediatric subspecialty office. I assisted with administrative work and developed my clerical skill by organizing patient file, conducting appointment reminder phone call, and preparing mailings. After having such a great experience, I selected my humanities as my work site when chosen for SYEP that same summer. I worked in maternity unit, and the following summer, I worked in labor and delivery. I greeted patient, deliver amenities, and make sure all of their needs and concerns were communicated accurately with care to the nursing staff. The nurses make me feel like a true part of their team and took me under the wings. Due to my humanities dedication to education, I was able to be a research intern in emergency medicine. I also shadow a physician assistant in internal medicine. My combined experience at my humanities strengthened my desire to work in healthcare. I recently graduated from Brooklyn College with a Bachelor of Science in Biology while minoring in neuroscience. This summer, I will be working in general surgery and look forward to contributing to excellent patient care and once again become part of the healthcare team. I am also preparing to take the MCAT and hope to be a neurosurgeon.
All right.
I will not be as inspired or prepared for my future without the combining effort of my minorities, DYCD, and SYEP program. Your partnership provides students from all backgrounds the abilities not to only become part of the members of the workforce, but to prepare us to try for our goal while giving us the skill to be successful. Thank you.
As you mentioned, some economic indicators are pointing the right way. The city at the same time appears to be entering what looks like a new wave. The infection rate hit 14% yesterday. This comes after your administration removed that color-coded COVID alert system. So I was wondering, why was that color-coded alert system removed, number one? And number two, given this new wave, is there any new plans from a public health perspective to fight back against this increase in cases?
Yeah, every morning, as we indicated, every morning we do our briefings. And what this administration won't do, we won't remain stagnant as COVID continues to evolve. A new variants are finding their way into the city. And as they come about, we continue to pivot and shift, a term I use all the time. The color-coded system was not fitting the new wave and the new variant, and as COVID continued to shift. We're now looking at and bringing in experts from all across the globe on finding out how do we continue to prepare New Yorkers and Americans on dealing with the pivoting and shifting of COVID. Our goal is to make sure whatever we put in place is going to stem the infections, keep down our hospitalization, and most importantly, keep down those who died from COVID. When we look at our numbers, we are at a good, stable place. The numbers are ticking up according to our healthcare professionals this morning, but we're not at the place where hospitals are being impacted, and we're not at a place where it's stopping our growth in the city. So we are continuing to monitor so we can make the right decisions.
COVID system, do you think it was kind of a flawed mechanic to start with? I know you didn't really follow a lot of those recommendations because you were arguing that they weren't necessary. So was the color-coded system just flawed to begin with?
No, that's a great question. No, it wasn't a flaw. It impacted, it's almost as though you're using old weapons to fight a new war. The color-coded system was fighting an old war. And as COVID shifted, it became a new war. So we're not going to hold on to something that's an old weapon merely because we had it. No, we're going to create new weapons to fight this new war. So it was good for the old war of the variants we were fighting. It was not good for the war that we're currently fighting. And I think it was brilliant on the part of our doctors and medical professionals to state we're not going to remain stagnant when we're fighting a new war. Okay.
I wanted to follow up with you about the class size bill.
I'm sorry, the what?
I wanted to follow up with you about the class size.
Class size?
So Senator Liu said during a Community Education Council meeting yesterday that...
Okay, there's a lot of echo here, so you're going to have to give me that Brooklyn voice.
So I wanted to follow up with you about the class size bill.
Yes.
Senator Liu was speaking at a Community Education Council meeting last night and was saying that he has confidence that the governor will sign it and that it's not as urgent as the mayoral control bill. Are you concerned that the governor will sign that bill? What are your thoughts about that? And what are the latest conversations that you've been having with the governor about it?
Yeah, the team is speaking with the UFT and others. The goal is we believe in smaller class size. And we need to be clear. The union contract calls for, I think, around 32 students per classroom. It's in that area, around that dollar. We're down to 21.5 because we're hemorrhaging students in the Department of Education. And so our position is, let's make sure we reduce class sizes in those schools that are in need of smaller classes because they're hurting academically. And so we're still in conversation with the UFT and with our lawmakers, and we believe we're going to get to a good place. And I think the governor is excited about that as well. And so we're looking to make sure we can come out with a win-win. And I like Councilman, like State Senator Lou, I believe we're going to get there.
What do you make of the fact that she hasn't signed it yet? Do you think that's a sign?
She's given us opportunity to further talk and negotiate to make sure we can find the right level. Because this is hundreds of millions of dollars that we're talking about during a time when, again, our class sizes are decreasing. We are hemorrhaging students in the Department of Education, and we want to make sure that we use our dollars correctly.
Mayor, on Friday night, bodega clerk who didn't have a criminal history grabbed a knife to defend himself against an ex-con who stormed into behind his counter in Hamilton Heights. Do you think it was right the Manhattan DA threw the book and even charged him with murder in what appeared to be a case of self-defense, and also setting a bail of $250,000?
The DA has a non-mandate where we cannot dictate or mandate how he determines how he's going to prosecute crimes. That is up to the district attorney, and I'm not going to second-guess the district attorney for his actions. With that said, my heart goes out for that hard-working, honest New Yorker that was doing his job in his place of business, where a person came in and went behind the counter and attacked him. My heart goes out to that employee who was in the store doing his job. And so I am hoping that we take all of that into consideration as this hard-working New Yorker was doing his job and someone aggressively went behind the counter to attack him. So the DA has his job, I have my job as the mayor of the city of New York, and as the mayor of the city of New York, I support hard-working, innocent people that are doing their job. And I saw him as a hard-working, innocent New Yorker that a person went behind the counter and attacked him.
Mayor, can I ask you about the monkeypox outbreak?
Yes.
There's been some issues with the vaccine rollout. I know your health commissioner is having an event about that today. Can you talk about the vaccine rollout and just in general, should New Yorkers be alarmed at this uptick in monkeypox cases?
We are, the White House is doing a great job of giving us the vaccines that we need. I believe that the Health Department, the Department of Health and Mental Hygiene, Dr. Fassan, in his briefing each morning, he gives us basically a forecast on monkeypox, and we are managing this issue, and we're taking it serious. We are not, just ignoring it. And so we got an additional, I believe, 6,000 vaccines. And we're going to make sure that next week we should be getting more. And as we get them, we're filling up and making sure that we get them out the door right away. We had a number of appointments, and I believe that the doctor and his team is doing a great job. There was a glitch by the third-party vendor that created the website, but we pivoted and shifted, and we're getting the vaccines out the door.
For New Yorkers, is this a cause for alarm for people?
No, I believe that, to me, be prepared, not panic. I say that over and over again. We said it with COVID. We say it with any other crises that we're facing. We must be prepared and not panic, and we have the right professionals that are doing the job.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes.
Hurricane season upon us. What has or is the city doing to help prevent flooding and devastation that happened in the last few years with
You know, what is going on today that everybody's talking so low? You know, I mean, where's our New York, Brooklyn voice? I spoke with, we had a meeting and a briefing with the Office of Emergency Management, and our goal is to, number one, look at the basement apartments, also look at how we are preparing for water drainage, but we need help from Albany also. Albany must assist us in the legalization process of basement apartments so we could assist them. That is one aspect of dealing with the flooding season. But our Office of Emergency Management, they're on top of this. The briefing was extremely impressive. And in fact, I'm going to have them do a public briefing so we can see exactly our preparation of dealing with storm season that is here. And, you know, New Yorkers know the storm seasons of yesteryears is different from the storm season of today. It was not high tides that impacted us. It was rain. The level of rain was at a level where our sewer system was unable to handle. And we're going to make sure that we're prepared in this coming season. But Mother Nature is unpredictable. And we have to pivot and shift with Mother Nature with her unpredictable aspects.
Thank you. Last week you mentioned that you were going to meet with the Staten Island DA to discuss, the appearance that former Mayor Rudy Giuliani might have falsely reported the crime. I was just wondering, did you get a chance to meet with the DA? How did that talk go?
No, I said I was going to reach out to him, and yes, I did reach out to him. I communicated with the Staten Island District Attorney that I believe it was unfair for a New Yorker to spend 24 hours in jail for an offense that he did not commit. It was clearly from the videotape. This gentleman, pat on the back, is not an assault. And I communicated that with the district attorney. And as I stated, the district attorney has a non-mandate. He will make the determination of how to handle a case or proceed with the case. I was happy that the gentleman was released on his own from the court. And I just believe that we should not have innocent New Yorkers spend 24 hours in a jail for a crime they did not commit.
Prosecute this man?
I'm not going to share the private conversation with the district attorney. Thank you.
stakeholders in high-risk communities. This region is one that I hold near and dear to my heart. You see, I am an emergency medicine doctor born here in New York City who practiced emergency medicine here for 20 years. I was a physician on the front lines during the COVID-19 pandemic, working with local leaders to make sure our city had the resources to make sure that she could take care of the people she serves, and that we were as protected as possible with the resources we had. It's important to note that monkeypox is not a new virus, and this administration has already taken decisive action to address this virus.